sunrise, late nights, wishing that this would be over.
Oh man.
Cold eyes.
If I've learned anything recently in the current lockdown situation, it is that my hair seems to grow a lot quicker and my wireless absolutely sucks. Personally, I've never really noticed it being a problem before because I'm either cabled with my laptop up in the study or I'm just doing basic tasks on my phone. Yeah, there are some black spots in the house where it gets no wireless at all, but the Apple TVs have always streamed fine, so what's the problem? What's changed? Well, what's changed now is basically we're all home at exactly the same time, all with our own specific needs for the internet. You've got Lisa, who kind of does her day-to-day jobs as well as a lot of team video conferencing. You've got Olivia with her very, very important Netflix streaming and FaceTiming nannies. And then there's me trying to work at full capacity at home, jumping in and out of servers, emails, remote sessions, video conferencing. So I think it's just cracks. I think just cracks in the Wi-Fi have begun to show because the router I'm using is quite old. Actually, the router I'm using is this one. This is the TP-Link Archer VR900, and I bought this when we moved in about 5 years ago. We had BT broadband because that's all that's available in our area. So the first thing I did was swap out the BT router with this because at the time, 5 years ago, it was a pretty good router. But now, given we're all here at the same time, everything is wireless from the Apple TVs through to my light bulbs, and with all the radiation from neighbours' Wi-Fi, this just can't keep up anymore. It just doesn't cut it. So I currently get around 50 to 60 meg off of my broadband, which is a BT Infinity service, and that's when I'm cabled in. So when I'm wirelessly and run a speed test, I normally get around 30 meg down and around 10 to 11 meg up, which is fine for kind of internet access. I don't need stupid 200 megabits per second kind of service that Virgin Media offer, because what a lot of people don't realise is that your computer could never actually get to download at 200 meg a second because it would just need to be super powerful to be able to do that. And also, what people don't realise is the provider you're downloading from is going to limit that. They're never going to let you download at 200 meg a second and never have any network left. So my transfer issues come from when I'm trying to send files from my laptop wirelessly to my server, which sits up in here. And this is my media server. You can't really see it because of the light. This is my media server, which holds all my vlog video footage, but it also holds all my documents and works and backs them up. And it's transferring wirelessly to this that is extremely slow, and it's that which needs to be fixed. So after some research on the internet, looking around for all the different options, I decided to go with this, Google's offering. So, if Google's marketing material is to be believed, this promises to offer a 1 gigabit fast, reliable, meshed wireless network. That was a mouthful. This basically means with these units strategically placed around my house, I can have a full network, which basically means I could be sat in the downstairs loo on my phone doing my business, and then if I come out, walk up to the study, my phone should automatically roam between the access point that was strongest downstairs to the access point that was strongest upstairs without me losing any connection whatsoever, or needing to disconnect my phone and reconnect it to a different SSID. And an SSID is basically just my wireless internet name, if you like. So Google offer different kits, and depending on the size of your house, you'll need a 1 access point kit, a 2, 3, or 4, etc. Google recommended, mine being a medium house, that I went with the 2 access point kit. So by strategically placing one of these in the top far corner of the study and then the other one where the existing router is, I should have a strong enough network that covers the entire house without any black spots, won't be affected by multiple devices connecting, and I'm praying to the internet lords that I get a faster wireless transfer speed from my laptop to my server. Like I said, at the moment I get 1 gigabit because I'm on a cabled connection, and if I'm not on the cable connection, the most I get is 30 megabit. So without further ado, shall we get on and install these little beasts? Why not? Okay, so the first thing I need to do is replace this with the old BT one, and the reason I'm swapping them out is because this one is quite big and quite a wide profile, so it's not actually going to fit in the drawer down there. And thankfully the BT router still has gigabit Ethernet ports on it, so I can still connect my existing 3 cables and still get the fast speeds that I've been used to over the cable. So with the BT router connected and having internet access, it's just a case of connecting up power and Ethernet to this device. Okay, so according to the manual now, we just use the Google Wi-Fi app and look for the device. It should be that simple. So it found the access point and it's now setting up and scanning. So much for being plug and play. Problem is about these devices is they don't have a web interface to be able to browse them and manage them yourself. You can only actually work with them via the app, so I have no idea what's going on.
The next day.
So it's the next day, and after spending 3.5 hours trying to get this working, I failed and I had to give up because it refused to function. Google Wi-Fi is pants. So Google Wi-Fi needs an ISP router in between it and the internet, and it needs to be set in modem mode, which I did, and it didn't work. So I set my router in pass-through mode, it didn't work. I swapped the router back to the BT one, put that in bridge mode, it didn't work. Put it in pass-through mode, it didn't work. So I then got a work router from the car, an expensive Draytech router, put it into bridge mode, didn't work. Put it into modem mode, didn't work. So I gave up, and that is going back to Amazon tomorrow. Instead, I've ordered a Ubiquiti wireless mesh system now, which I should have done in the first place, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to have to run cables, which I'm going to do now anyway. So as soon as that comes, I'll make a video setting that up, but I will probably test it beforehand to make sure there are no issues and that there's not a ton of boring footage of me just sat there trying to get it working. So there you go, another video down, and I'm knocking them out. I'm knocking them out in this lockdown, bashing them videos out left, right and centre, maybe 1, sometimes 2 a week. Check me out. So as always, a like would be great, a subscribe would be even better. Let me know in the comments box below any comments, questions or feedback, and until next time, I will see you in the next video, internet. Goodbye, internet.
Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade?